Hello, everybody, and welcome to our webinar, How to Segment Your Audience and Which Tactics Work Best for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Amanda and I are super excited to be with you all today. And I think just to kick things off, let us know where you're joining in from. We'd love to hear more about that. And notable mention today, we are offering a $50 gift card to anybody who's like super active in the chat and getting things going. So
Awesome.
Be active in the chat today, people. Italy.
I was going to say Italy. We got so many.
UK.
Canada. I'm in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Oh, wow.
Wow, Chile. Oh my gosh, we have an international audience today. I love it.
I love it.
North Carolina, Portugal.
Oh, working from New York. Nice. Oh, I love this.
San Fran. Denver. I love Denver. Minnesota, Autumn. That is where I grew up. I live in Boston now, but I grew up in Minnesota. So shout out. Skol Vikings. All right.
I love this. I feel like we're going to have a lot of competition for this $50 gift card.
I know, right? Okay. All right. Just a few housekeeping items to get us started today. I'm going to do a quick intro of myself and of Amanda, but that's almost pretty much the entire intro. And yes, this will be recorded. We're going to send this out right after the event. So if you miss anything or if you have to leave early and hop off, don't worry. We will be sending the recording out to everybody after the event is over. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat here. If you think of something after the event is over today, just email us at community@drip.com. And if it's a question for Amanda or the Stamp team, I will pass it along to them. But intros. Today we have, I'm Lauren Pastana. I'm the head of marketing at Drip. And we have Amanda, who's an awesome customer success manager from Stamped with us.
Hello, hello. So excited. Amazing.
So we will start things off. Amanda will be talking about audience segments for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then I will jump into tactics to maximize Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. So I will hand it over to you, Amanda.
Amazing. Hello, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining from all over. I love that. So again, my name is Amanda. I'm a customer success manager here at Stamped. And my job is to ensure merchants that I work with are making the most of the platform through proper feature optimization, strategy sessions, quarterly check-ins to measure progress and success, and reviews and loyalty are truly, complement each other so well. So I'm super excited to showcase some BFCM stats and suggestions with some special emphasis on how you can leverage Stamped events and properties shared with Drip for your BFCM initiatives this year. Awesome. So to start, for those of you that aren't super familiar with Stamped, I want to provide a bit of an intro to our main two products. So starting with reviews and ratings. Stamped provides a comprehensive reviews and ratings platform designed to help e-commerce businesses collect and showcase customer feedback. Oh, just give me one. So sorry about that. Some key features include automated review requests, photo and video reviews, customizable review forms, customizable widgets and displays, and analytics and insights. So overall, reviews and ratings leverage authentic customer feedback and help brands build trust and credibility, improve SEO, and drive conversion rates. So we can go over to why reviews matter. So on that note, let's touch on a few, key components on why reviews matter in general. So overall, trust and credibility. Did you know that 93% of customers say that online reviews impact their purchasing decisions? This is because real customer reviews provide authentic feedback that potential buyers trust more than traditional advertising. In fact, 3 out of 4 consumers trust online reviews more than personal recommendations. When people see positive experiences shared by others, it builds trust and credibility. It makes them more likely ultimately to choose your brand. Reviews also help increase brand awareness and reach. When customers don't have specific brands in mind, they usually start with generic search term and then look for reviews to decide between competing products. So remarkably, 90% of consumers read between 5 and 10 product reviews before making a decision. This process helps the potential customers discover your brand, thereby increasing your visibility overall. Number 2, SEO benefits. User-generated content often includes keywords and phrases that potential customers are searching for, which helps them improve your search engine rankings and visibility. When your customers talk about products using natural language, it boosts your SEO in a way that both is effective and genuine. Now, number 3, customer insight. UGC also provides valuable insights on how your customers perceive your brand, helping you understand their needs better. By paying attention to what your customers are saying, you can identify trends, preferences, and areas for improvement, allowing you to tailor your offerings to better meet their expectations. And lastly here, identifying advocates. UGC often comes from your most loyal customers who are enthusiastic about your brand. Identifying these advocates allows you to leverage their influence and turn them into brand ambassadors. These advocates can help spread word about your products, reaching a wider audience and driving more sales ultimately. Now we can move over to Stamp's loyalty and rewards. So over 75,000 e-commerce brands are using Stamps to engage their existing customers to generate repeat purchases, boost lifetime value, and accelerate business growth. As I mentioned, reviews from your existing customers build trust with your potential customers, giving them the confidence to purchase from your brand at higher rates and higher AOVs. Loyalty, on the other hand, rewards your customers for making repeat purchases from your brand. We consistently see our community of brands generating over 50% of their total revenue through their loyalty programs. Now let's talk about why loyalty matters on this case. So the first one, let's look at these numbers. Loyalty programs can lead to a 319% increase in AOV. This is because customers enrolled in loyalty programs tend to spend more per transaction. They feel rewarded and valued, which overall encourages them to purchase more items or choose higher value products. Additionally, loyalty programs have been shown to provide a 25% lift in revenue from improved retention. Retaining customers is far more cost effective than acquiring new ones. By offering incentives through loyalty programs, you can significantly increase customer retention. When customers know that they're earning rewards, they are more likely to return and make repeat purchases, which goes into my next point. 58% increase in repeat purchase rate from a loyalty program. This is crucial for building a stable customer base because, of course, repeat customers are not only more likely to buy again, but also tend to become brand advocates, spreading positive word of mouth and attracting new customers. And on that note, using Stamped events in Drip. So now that you do have some background on, Stamped products for reviews and for loyalty, want to move into more on how you can leverage these properties using Drip. So I'm going to go into kind of review events available, and then we'll touch upon the loyalty and rewards events available. So here you can see we have submitted review positive, which is when a customer submits 4 stars and higher. Submit review negative is 4 stars and below. Submit review is regardless of rating. Submit video and photo. Submit NPS, which is Net Promoter Score if you're not familiar, or site reviews. And then submit question. So with those in mind, some common suggestions that I like to give the brands that I work with: 5-star reviewers. Customers who leave 5-star reviews are highly satisfied and loyal. So these individuals are prime candidates for referral programs and upsell segments, as they're likely to spread the positive word of mouth and buy again. NPS rating. NPS is an excellent indicator of customer satisfaction and loyalty as well. Customers who rate your brand 9 or a 10 are considered brand promoters. They're enthusiastic about your products and brand as a whole, and are likely to recommend them to others, including them in your upsell and referral flows can help maximize their lifetime value. Uploading photos or videos. These customers go the extra mile to share their experiences visually, making them excellent candidates for referral programs and personalized upsell offers. Submitted review negative. This is really great for creating a win-back opportunity by setting up an automated, personalized flow that lets your customers know that you apologize, that the experience was below expectations, and that you'll be reviewing their feedback and follow up. Consider offering a discount to show the desire to turn their next experience around if they're willing to give you a second chance. And then we can move over to the stamped loyalty properties. Oh, so the next slide there, Lauren. Thank you. Amazing. So then we have stamped reward points, segment customers who have accumulated a high number of reward points and target them with exclusive BFCM deals, encouraging them to redeem their points, of course, and make additional purchases. Stamped rewards birthday. This identifies customers' upcoming birthdays, so reminding them during BFCM as well, of course, of the additional birthday rewards, along with your other rewards to expect for BFCM. And then stamped rewards VIP tier. This is going to be very important to segment your VIP tier customers to provide them with exclusive early access to BFCM sales and special VIP only offers, enhancing their loyalty and encouraging higher spending. And then, of course, stamped rewards referral link. Segment your customers, as I mentioned, that are highly engaged through reviews, questions, photo, video uploads, spending, and other interactions. Remind them of your referral program and the incentives that you offer by bringing in new customers during the high traffic period, especially. And then some other segmentation strategies here. Some key ones to go through. High spenders, customers who, of course, have spent over a certain threshold. Remind these customers of their rewards points and encourage them to spend their balance. VIP customers, offering them exclusive BFCM deals in early access. New customers, welcome offers and loyalty program introduction. Huge opportunity there. You want to make sure that those customers understand right off the bat what you do offer through the loyalty program. Cart abandoners, send personalized reviews and discount incentives. And again, remind them of the loyalty program and what they're missing out on. Inactive customers, re-engagement campaigns, and of course, the special BFCM offers that you have. And I have some bonus kind of tips too for further segmentations. So for the next one here, targeting the right people at the right time is going to be crucial. So sending a referral link to anyone who's left a positive NPS or review. Invite anyone who recently left you a review to the loyalty program. Always personalize your happy birthday messages. As I mentioned, negative review flows and offer them a discount if you're willing to do so for poor experience. And reach out to anyone who left a negative review to get that win back opportunity. And invite anyone who left a high NPS to VIP tiers. Adding all of your latest positive reviews in your email templates, always making sure that those are refreshed and you're really surfacing all of that new feedback that you're receiving. And then remarketing to all stamp data points for your product launches. So ultimately, I'm hoping at this point you can see the value of leveraging both reviews and loyalty events and properties to reach the right customers ultimately. And I do have some bonus stats from our 2024 report. So I'll share some insights here with you as well. The first one being here, user-generated content drives even more revenue than you think. So starting off with number one here, out of all review components, photos had the highest conversion rate and total associated revenue during BFCM. Photo widgets had an average conversion rate of 3.3% during BFCM, a modest 0.46% increase from custom form dropdown, and topic filters, which tied for second place at an average conversion rate of 2.87%. Total associated revenue for photo widgets during BFCM came in at a whopping $10.96 million, which not only accounted for 13.4% of total associated revenue for the entire year, but was also a full 4.11 million more than topic filters, which was the second highest total associated revenue during BFCM. Number two, photo components hit their peak during Black Friday, especially in terms of revenue. The conversion rate during Black Friday was 3.9%, and that's a 0.6% increase from the second highest conversion of the year, which was 3.3% during Cyber Monday. Total associated revenue during Black Friday was 6.5 million, a full 1 million higher than the second highest week which is 8% total associated revenue for photo components for the entire year, which is crazy. And number 3, review components in general drive some serious revenue during BFCM. When looking at total associated revenue during BFCM period across all review components, here's the overall breakdown. Custom form dropdown resulted in 6.7 million. Free text search resulted in 1.4 million. Topic filters resulted in 6.8 million. Carousels resulted in 3.2. And photos resulted in 11 million, accounting for 13.4% of total associated revenue for the entire year. A lot of numbers I just threw at you, but I hope you realize the capacity of those. So you're likely now wondering, how can I collect and do more with UGC? Number 1, offering bigger and better rewards. So if you're already offering like 10% off or 100 points for every product review, consider throwing in a little something extra for photo and video reviews, such as 15% off or in exchange for a photo review, or 200 points for a video review. And of course, ultimately, just don't forget to experiment with what reward value and what your customers respond to best there. Number 2, add reviews to your post-purchase flows. Reviews definitely don't need to be limited to your review request. Nudge customers towards their next purchase by including personalized recommendations with reviews from other customers in your follow-up messages. If you have some especially eye-catching UGC, consider adding a few snapshots to your welcome, abandoned cart, and win-back flows. And lastly here, turn reviews into retargeting ads. So using review snippets as catchy headlines, incorporate UGC in your visuals, and put the best testimonials right on your landing pages. Repurposing reviews into social content and ads is especially effective for driving acquisition because they act as trust signals and give potential customers more context about why they should buy something. And then lastly, the customers aren't saving the rewards for BFCM purchases. So that's on the next slide here. Beautiful. So there are a few factors that impact this, mostly new customers versus returning customers, whether you have discounts, stacking, and so on. But overall, what are your customers really up to? While they're already saving anywhere from 10 to 90% during BFCM, you might be curious about whether they're saving up their rewards for the holidays or using them pretty consistently throughout the year. So some things to remember is that having a loyalty program isn't the same as having loyal customers. If your customers are passively earning points and rewards by making purchases but aren't actually using them, then they aren't engaged with the brand and are likely to leave at any time. After all, they don't have an active discount codes or free shipping rewards sitting around waiting to be used on a future order. This usually results in a negative impact on your overall point breakage rate. So that being said, point breakage rate, or in other words, point redemption rate, is a good indicator of your loyalty program's overall health. If a customer is letting their points sit and expire, and your point breakage rate is going up while your point redemption rate is going down, there's a lot of potential engagement in future orders just going to waste, and losing customers that you've already acquired means that you have to start the process all over again. In other words, think about customers buying from your brand during BFCM and how important that's going to be to keep them to come back. Earning and redeeming rewards creates that satisfying loop for engaging and retaining customers overall. So where do you start? First, consider the ROI of your loyalty program. While your loyalty strategy should incentivize customers to make purchases and earn rewards, you of course also need to consider your profit margins. Number 2, don't make your rewards impossible to earn. There's a delicate balance between customers earning a $50 gift discount with every purchase and needing to make 5 purchases just to get 10% off. Number 3, do not set it and forget it. Like many marketing strategies, loyalty programs are the perfect playground for experimentation. Customers aren't redeeming one of your rewards, then maybe it's not interesting enough or its point value is too high. If customers aren't completing one of your earning activities, maybe it's not valuable enough to be worth doing. If all of your customers are bottlenecked in your lower VIP tier, maybe higher tiers are too difficult to achieve. Make sure you're frequently checking and iterating your existing rules and tiers and consider the value of even adding new ones. Keeping your loyalty program fresh is always important to keep them engaged. Number 4, tell customers that your loyalty program exists. Now, of course, this might sound pretty obvious, but brands don't typically mention their loyalty program as often as they should. This could look like the occasional social post about the types of rewards customers could be earning, or just adding additional emails in your welcome flow about how the program works and how customers can participate. And lastly here, give customers time to spend their rewards points. So this does kind of depend on your product's life cycle or just overall purchase frequency. So however often customers are typically coming back, but we do typically recommend setting a point expiry to after 365 days of customer inactivity if you have a high purchase frequency, or after 730 days if a customer has lower purchase frequency. Don't forget, most importantly though, that if you do set up a point expiry, to remind your customers about when their points do expire. So overall, I do hope that these stats and suggestions are insightful and helpful, but I will pass it over to Lauren to discuss the tactics to maximize BFCM sales.
Thank you so much, Amanda. That was like a masterclass in segmentation. That was really awesome.
Good.
Yeah, it was super jam-packed, and it's a good thing we have a recording because I want to like go back and look at what all those segments were that you mentioned and events and stuff. That was great. And thank you. I'm watching the chat. Autumn, thank you for the kind words about the Drip support team. Yes, I like to think that they are like the best of the best as well. So thank you for the kind words, and Sebastian as well. Yeah, so let's talk about some tactics. So Black Friday, it's not just about short-term games. It's not just about like how much money can I make in this short period of time. It's really to set you up for success for the next year and beyond. So take advantage of all that extra traffic that you're getting and really make sure you're maximizing the most out of it. So with that being said, we ran some numbers. So I have a bunch of stats from last year's Black Friday, Cyber Monday from Drip customers. And Black Friday starts a lot earlier than you think. So this is total purchases by week in the fall period of last year. So of course, like you see that peak on the week of November 20th. But even in the weeks leading up to that, you're still seeing a lot of purchases coming in from folks. So it's really important to get your automations refreshed and up right now. So that's like welcome series, abandoned cart series, post-purchase, as well as win back. You want to make sure those are up to date because you really will start seeing an increase in purchases like starting the first week of September. So if you could make that your goal in August to get all these automations refreshed, I would highly, highly recommend that to set yourself up for success. Another stat that we found super interesting is repeat purchases are critical. Imagine that. So in 2023, you can see the numbers kind of flipped. So in 2022, we saw a lot more like first purchases happening than repeat purchases. But in 2023, we spent a lot of the year really preaching to our customers how important it is to really drive that repeat purchase and focus on the folks that you already have kind of in your pool of acquired customers and really getting more business from those folks. They're lower cost, obviously, because you've already acquired that customer, and they're already more engaged with you because they've purchased something from you in the past. So that's what we're talking about today. So it's good that the numbers reflect that. Then if you take a look at revenue for these specific automations related to loyalty, so any referral and loyalty workflow or win-back workflow, so win-back being obviously those customers you haven't seen in a while, trying to get them back to complete a purchase. So we saw obviously a ton more referral and loyalty revenue from those automations in 2023 versus 2022. Same thing with win back. So it's really important to get those set up because you will get a lot more bang for your buck, a lot more revenue this Black Friday, Cyber Monday if you have those automations set up. Those should be largely set and forget and just an easy way to get more sales. Even more reasons to deploy loyalty and rewards workflows. So out of any workflow type or automation type that we looked at. So we looked at cart abandonment, onboarding, browse abandonment, post-purchase, birthday, anniversary, giveaways, etc. Out of any of those types of automations, referral and loyalty was by far the highest average purchase amount. So you're getting that person to spend more in one purchase out of that workflow than any other workflow. So not only are they loyal in terms of coming back to purchase from you, but you're likely to see a higher lifetime value from that customer as well, because they're just spending more per purchase. And then taking a look at highest average purchase amount per workflow, highest click rate. They have the highest click rate as well. So those customers are a lot more engaged, 25%. That's an amazing click rate. So those customers are a lot more engaged. So even more reasons to focus on them. So getting into the tactics. So one really important thing to do is to kind of start to warm up your audience pre Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So send teasers or countdowns to make sure that people are prepared and ready for either whether it's a sale or whether you're having, a special product launch or free gift with purchase, whatever you're promoting this Black Friday, Cyber Monday, make sure that you're teasing it well in advance. So this one is saying like, keep your eyes peeled. It's kind of small text, so I'll read it. Keep your eyes peeled for 12 days of Christmas. So they're letting folks know that they have their 12 days of Christmas sale coming up, and they let them know well in advance. Tactic number 2, provide early access. So everyone loves to feel like a VIP, to feel special. So really make your most loyal customers feel that way by providing early access to a sale. Another thing that you can do is provide, discounts to them that are better than the discounts that you might offer to anybody else coming into your site. So provide the sale, early, and provide maybe a better discount than you would with just any other purchaser. The third tactic here is personalization from quizzes. So one of the things that you can do with Drip is something called Onsite. And so with that, you can capture a lot of really cool and personal information about your customers via quizzes. So like the one in the top left here, this is with a makeup brand. So it's like, choose the right foundation. So the quiz might be something like, what skin type do you have? Oily skin type, combination skin type, dry skin type? What's your skin tone? So that way, when your sales come around, you can segment folks based on those properties that you've captured through those quizzes. And same thing with Cup and Leaf on the bottom right here. They want to know what your perfect tea is or what you prefer to drink for tea. So they know how to remarket to you come sale time or holiday time. You can really personalize your messaging and then hopefully increase conversion for those types of customers who have entered in their quiz info. And in that same vein, so optimize your site for conversion. So you have so much traffic, so much extra traffic coming in during this period than you normally would. So you don't want to spend all that time and effort and money getting somebody to your site just to have them leave. So make sure, even if they don't complete a purchase, that they at least fill out a form and give you their email information, so that, if they do come to your site and then leave, you can still remarket to them even if they didn't complete a purchase. So it's super important to do that. And on the flip side, if it's an existing customer, you already have their information. You don't need to capture it again. Maybe point them in the direction of like your best sellers, or like this example on the right. It's like, last call, stock up on these final sale beauties before they're gone for good. Point them somewhere that's like a high value page on your site, rather than like capturing their email address because you already have it. Another option is to capture more information other than their email address. Maybe there's something else you can capture, like a birthday or an anniversary or something like that. But definitely using Onsite as another channel in your marketing tool belt, not forgetting about that. And then tactic number 5, not a surprise because we've talked a lot about this today, is segment, segment, segment. Amanda talked about a lot of really clever and thoughtful segments that you can potentially use. Only 20% of Drip customers we found last Black Friday, Cyber Monday were using at least one segment. We need a lot more folks to be using that. And of that, those 20% of e-com merchants were earning 80% of the total revenue. So even if you just have one segment that you're using, you're going to make a lot more revenue than you would without segmenting your audience. You're going to be a lot more personalized, a lot more targeted, and speaking to that audience as if you know them, because you do. So definitely use those segments to your advantage and be a lot more targeted in your communications. And I guarantee you will see more success this Black Friday, Cyber Monday if you segment. And with that, we have some special offers for Black Friday, Cyber Monday that we wanted to talk to you all about. So from the Drip side of things, if you sign up before September 15th, so that gives you roughly a month and a half, you will receive a free account health check from our deliverability specialist here at Drip. You will receive a personalized Black Friday, Cyber Monday onboarding session. So this is personal to you to help you get you set up for success by Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Custom Black Friday, Cyber Monday templates make it really easy to start your Black Friday, Cyber Monday marketing. We have templates in there that are just plug and play, and all you have to do is edit them, and away you go. And then you can find that at drip.com/BFCM-offer. And that is on the Drip side. And on the Stamp side, I will let Amanda speak to this.
Yeah, super exciting offer that we have this year where you get free reviews with the purchase of loyalty. So for 1 year. So super, super crazy offer. Super excited that we're offering this this year. Tila, I don't know if you want to pop in the chat where everyone could reach out to if they're looking for a demo for that deal. Oh, beautiful. We're going to follow up with a demo link, even better. So if anyone's interested, we'll make sure that you have that. But yeah, very pumped for that offer this year.
Awesome. Cool. And yeah, we'll follow up via email with all of this stuff, everything you need. We'll have the recording, we'll have all of these links, so you don't have to go and find things. Important to mention. Okay, now, do we have questions? Let's see. Let's look back in the chat here, see if there's anything. Okay, can anyone share an example of a successful BFCM campaign that utilized audience segmentation in the last year? Does anyone want to share?
I see some typing. Yeah, I'd be curious of some successful campaigns that anyone ran last year using segmentation that you'd like to share.
Anyone? All right, I'll look for some questions, see if there were any in here.
Yeah, I can see some typing, so I'm excited.
I see Autumn asked a question about the quizzes that is available in our onsite with our onsite feature. So if you go ahead and if you're using onsite, you can access the quizzes. Segmenting is something we're just getting into. I hear that so much. Like as I showed, like only 20% of people were using at least one segment. It's such a common mistake that people are making in their marketing. Like even just a little bit of segmentation can go a long way. Any more questions here? Looking through the chat. If anybody wants to resurface their question that we haven't answered, let me know. Okay, another question. Does anybody want to share some common mistakes that you've learned to avoid when segmenting?
Oh, I can see Gareth here. We weren't on Drip last year, but we found customers who had ordered 2 or more times and not ordered for 10 months offer a unique Black Friday deal. It worked well. Okay. That's very interesting.
Thank you, Gareth. That's good.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to know. Anybody else have questions? I'm like scrolling all the way to the top of the chat here. There's like so much action here. Thank you everyone for participating.
Loyalty programs.
Is there a way to collect email or collect reviews via email from Drip? Yes, you can certainly send out an email to your customers asking for, prompting them for a review. That's a super great tactic. The thing I would say with that is be careful of the timing in which you send out that email. So that I would actually recommend that you do that in your post-purchase series. So know how long it takes for somebody to fully use your product. So like, I don't know, let's say you're like a skincare brand or something like that, and it might take a little bit of time for people to see like the effects of your product. Maybe send something like 30 days after purchase or whatever it is, and have folks leave a review at that point. So again, it depends on your product and what it really is, but make sure they've had really time to use that product. And do not send the review request before they've received the product. That is a really important thing. That's a big no-no. If somebody's like delayed shipping or something and they get a review request like 2 days after they purchased and they haven't received the item yet, that leaves a really bad taste in their mouth. But I would suggest you include that as part of your post-purchase series. And even if you don't have it today, you can always do a one-off of recent purchasers and just ask them to leave a review. All right. Other than that, I don't know how many other questions I'm seeing here. Anybody else? Oh, time frames on segmenting. Is there any gold standard for that, like active purchasers in the last year versus 6 months, etc.?
I think in that case, it would be based off of just overall purchase frequency, like for your products. So that would very much depend on like what that average return rate is. So if it's common for someone to come back every 3 months, then maybe wait until, 6 months is an appropriate time for them maybe to be considered inactive, and you can try and re-engage. But very, very dependent on the product and the purchase frequency for that. Did I miss any? I feel like I missed one here.
What about loyalty programs for a product that most people only purchase one time? That's a fantastic question.
That is a really great question. And I mean, ultimately, I would be curious, Sarah, are you asking, I would want to know like an example, because I know, of course, not all products are going to be the perfect fit for a loyalty program. But there are a lot of cases where it is a great idea to, have that option where you can follow up with customers, even after a long period of time, and see if they're ready to, repurchase. So I would be curious if you have like a specific product that you're wondering.
Tiala's point, like you could cross sell to a different item. Like I know, like for example, like mattress brands, like you only buy a mattress, I think they say once every 8 years or
yeah.
But you maybe sell other items, like maybe you sell like mattress pads, or maybe or mattress protectors, or maybe like I don't know, some kind of vacuum attachment to clean your mattress. I have no idea, but you probably sell other accessories outside of a mattress that you could potentially upsell people to. And you could do something with like a referral program, like, refer X amount of people and then get some money back or something like that. That's another option. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, Carlos typing. Okay, last call for questions. And then I think we'll probably wrap things up here.
Oh, it's got you thinking, Carla.
We want to get you thinking. This is the
Yes.
goal. This is if that's what we take away from this, then we've succeeded, because we want to get you thinking and thinking about how you can improve your marketing and hopefully get some inspiration.
Exactly. Yeah. Please do send all of the follow-up questions, because I know everyone's going to have unique scenarios that they're curious about. But yeah, lots of information dropped to you today too. So please do reach out if there's any follow-ups about the segment suggestions, anything like that. So
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, I think we're going to have to say see you later. It's been great spending a Wednesday afternoon with you all, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. But, really appreciated you taking the time to hang out with us for a little bit. The recording will be sent to you pretty immediately after this. So feel free to go back and check anything you missed. And you will be hearing from us, I'm sure, with those valuable links to those offers that we talked about. But again, thank you, everybody. We really enjoyed hanging with you for a little bit, and we'll see you later.
yeah, thank you so much.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.